Silvio from Ripple, please. Salva de palmas, galera. Vocês querem ficar sentados ou vamos tirar o... Ficar em pé. And I would like to invite Julia as well from the XRP Ledger team.
One more.
Vamos tirar as cadeiras. Sentar?
Should we sit?
Okay.
Guys, now let's move again to Portuguese.
Good one.
Back to Portuguese. Or keep it in English. So I do both. Boa tarde para todos. Não vão embora, tá? Vamos falar de dinheiro aqui, de grants. Don't go far. But first of all, primeiramente, deixa eu explicar um pouquinho da Ripple para todos. Que é meio, às vezes rola uma confusão, né? O que é a Ripple? O que é XRP Ledger? O que é XRP? Né? Todo mundo faz essa confusão e acho que a própria história que foi sendo criada foi ficando difícil de entender, tá? Então, assim, eu sou o Silvio, sou responsável pela Ripple para a América Latina, né? E aí a Ripple é uma empresa que utiliza os serviços, né? Utiliza a blockchain XRP, né? XRP Ledger, né? E XRP Ledger tem um asset, tem um token que é o XRP, né? Então a Ripple, como todos aqui, espero que grande parte um dia tenha aí a felicidade de entender, conhecer como é que funciona a Ledger. A gente aposta na Ledger, porque como a Ripple usa os seus serviços de cross-border, de pagamentos, em cima da Ledger, a gente quer que a Ledger tenha sucesso, né? Então, a Ledger ela é descentralizada, né? A Ripple não tem governança na Ledger. Então, quando a gente fala de validadores, a Ripple valida, participa com um voto de 31 ou 32 validadores. Né, Abner? 31 ou 32 validadores. Então, o que a gente entende claro, a Ripple é uma organização grande, então a gente entende que a gente está sempre o tempo todo tentando entender e buscar qual é o melhor mercado, ser mais efetivo, mais eficiente no mundo financeiro. Então, a gente está sempre envolvido com a comunidade. Então, a gente tem uma outra estrutura da empresa que se chama Ripple X, né, que a Júlia faz parte, e a Júlia é responsável pela head de grants. Tá, então, why the grants person here está aqui, né? Olha a confusão, here está aqui. A gente tem muito orgulho, né, de começar a criando esse relacionamento no Brasil. E a gente anuncia hoje, né, para o Brasil nosso programa de grants, de XRP Ledger, tá? Então, assim, é um anúncio onde o budget, né, o orçamento que foi feito para a comunidade desenvolver em cima da XRP Ledger é gigantesco. É de 1 bilhão de XRPs. Isso quer dizer, hoje, botando números aí na cotação, estou falando devagar? Despacio? Então, na cotação, isso seria $500 bilhão, que é um fundo, né, que a Ripple tem, né? E aí, quando a gente olha aqui, né, a gente vê a Júlia é o fundo de $1 bilhão, de $1 bilhão em pessoa, né? Então é difícil brigar com ela, it's hard to compete for her. E então, o que é interessante, né? E como é que funciona toda essa, como é que a Ripple hoje... Eu vou passar já a palavra para ela falar um pouco do grant, entrar no detalhe. Mas como é que a Ripple hoje funciona? O que é a Ripple como empresa hoje, tá? Empresa de pagamentos. Então, a Ripple hoje, nosso futuro como empresa, a gente tem um futuro que é o quê? Uma empresa de infraestrutura. Provedor de serviços para empresas comuns que não querem botar a mão em blockchain, né? Então, a gente quer criar essa camada de infraestrutura. E muitas vezes a gente quer oferecer mesmo para outros serviços de infraestrutura, serviços também. Então, a Ripple, a gente está desenvolvendo todo o nosso stack, né? Então, assim, a Ripple, a gente vai estar desenvolvendo um serviço como uma caixinha, que é um serviço de blockchain, de cross-border. Eu quero fazer pagamento. Então, aqui uma API, conecta, a gente está lançando no ano passado o Ripple Payments, quer dizer que a gente não é mais software. Agora a gente é contraparte no pagamento. Então, a pessoa usa a gente, conecta com a gente vai desviar o pagamento na forma mais eficiente na blockchain para o destino, né? Uma outra coisa é a parte de custódia, né? A Ripple comprou no ano passado uma empresa chamada Metaco. né? Uma empresa que fica na Suíça. E aí também estamos trazendo para a família Ripple também um produto de custódia de infraestrutura, né? Então a gente não fica com as chaves, né? A gente tem infraestrutura, um serviço super forte com bancos. Então HSBC, Citibank, BBVA, tem vários bancos já que utilizam o serviço. Então, e aí o terceiro ponto é stablecoin, né? Então não sei se todos estão acompanhando, a gente lançou, né? A gente anunciou que vai lançar esse ano um serviço de stablecoin, né? Ou seja, seria uma moeda stablecoin, né? Dólar dentro da Ledger, XRP Ledger. E também tem outro serviço também de tokenização, quer dizer, não é que a gente vai fazer tokenização, a gente dá suporte para todo o ecossistema de pessoas que tokenizam. Então, todo o universo de enterprise, DeFi, para a gente é super importante trabalhar em conjunto, que a gente quer que está próximo dessas pessoas e indicar para nossos clientes, né? Então, a gente fala com bancos, fala com o mercado financeiro, fala com muita gente, e a gente quer estar próximo desse ecossistema de developers, de enterprise, de DeFi, para oferecer serviços também, o design oferecer serviços. Now, talk too much. Now switch to English. I'd like you guys to introduce again Julia, who's the head of the Grants XRPL program. 1 billion XRP person for distributed grants here, right? And then she can walk through more about the grants program. Okay, thank you very much.
Right. Great. Thank you so much, Silvio. You're making me sound much more important. I'm not the person who's in charge of the entire pot of money, so, but some of it. And I'll be speaking only in English because unfortunately I haven't learned Portuguese, but I would like to learn Portuguese and come back. And I love Rio. This has been a beautiful city, so I'm so excited to be here. And I'd love to tell you more about the grants program and what we're doing here in Brazil. We have just today announced a really exciting new fund. We're looking to really invest and support in startups here in Brazil. So on the XRPL Grants website, we now have a Brazil-specific application. So I encourage you to go there and take a look and apply. If you want to come visit us at the booth, the XRPL booth after this, grab a flyer. We can share more about the program. We'll also have support available both in English and Portuguese. So if you are interested in applying, one of our team members, our kind of direct program team all speaks English, but some of our program members can also support in Portuguese. So please apply, and if you need support, we're happy to find a way to support you in getting your applications together. I'm the grants program funds early stage startups that are leveraging the XRP Ledger. Since we've started, we've funded almost 150 projects in 28 countries and have dispersed, awarded close to $15 million. So looking to continue to do that, and as you said, kind of continue to dole out the XRP fund, the 1 billion XRP fund. And today we have funded 2 new projects that we announced today that are in Brazil. This is just the beginning of this Brazil fund that we've launched. One of the teams is here today with the Go Assets project, and so I'm thrilled to have them here today to share more about their project and why they chose to apply to the XRPL Grants program. So I invite Fernando and Diego on stage to join us and present about their project. This is for you. Oh, go back.
There we go.
Ah.
Thank you. Fica aí. Fala bastante, ajuda.
Toma uma aguinha.
Peraí, vamos aqui. Eu falo português, mas me pediram para fazer em inglês, então vai estar tudo escrito em português e eu vou falar em inglês aqui. Enfim, essa mistura aí a gente vai indo. First of all, thank you. Thanks for having us. It's a pleasure. It's a great start for us, and we're very happy to be partnering with XRP Ledger in Brazil here. Thank you. Here we go. So first 10 minutes here, very fast. The two of us leading Go Blockchain. Henrique is probably well known by lots of devs here in Brazil. He's leading the tech and the product part of the business. I'm Fernando. I'm leading the go-to-market and operations sides of the business. We have lots of experience, but even with that experience, we look for experienced people in the market to drive and to give us advice on this path that we are traveling. So we have Guga, we have Nathan, Bruno, and we have Rony, which are entrepreneurs and very high-level individuals in the market. Here, it's a little bit of our solution. Like, we focus on the customer. Like, we're a blockchain company, but we're always focusing on what the customer wants. And we're always talking about more revenue, less costs, or more customers. That's what makes sense in any commercial conversation that we have. So our solution here allows anyone to create, negotiate, distribute those tokens through like any platform they want. Here, a little bit of in more details of what we provide. It's an end-to-end platform. It's a SaaS solution for other companies. So we provide a full service, like from integration through a white label platform or APIs. Social logins, we know it's a problem taking to Web3 projects. The tokenomics, QAC process, distribution, negotiation, wallet management, payments, like many of the customers, like they have the token, they have the platform, they say, okay, how my customers are going to buy it? We integrate it to a payment solution, and we provide Pix, credit card, and crypto payments through that payment solution. And we also have the custody process all in place for any company that want to hire our services. Here, it's where we're going. So Go Blockchain is an ecosystem and expanding. We have Go Tokens, which is our platform. Go Loyalty, that's where we started, and we're most well known for. So we have loyalty programs, and we're calling a digital support program for sports clubs. And now we're creating Go Assets, which is going to be a vertical, and we're going to focus first in credit card receivables. We have other, let's say, financial products to go, but we're going to start with credit card receivables, and we're going to leverage the XRP Ledger to build this, this vertical. Here, as we see the actual market, so customers, they have some options to anticipate their receivables, and they go to banks, acquirers, fintechs, and also they use FDICs in terms of higher volumes. We see it as expensive, disorganized, requires, in some cases, especially for the FDICs, a very high volume. It's inefficient, and sometimes there is a long length in terms of the operation. The way we are building it, that's going to be very straightforward. So we're going to have clients, and we're going to bring them straight to investment funds. So we're going to have operations where the client will register an intention, which is the taker wants to borrow money, and we have the funds also register the intentions on lending or borrowing money for those takers. Once that is matched, that goes through a flow, which is, even though we could build everything in terms of Web3 and blockchain, but CVM does not allow us to go all that way. So we're going to have to go to QAC. There's going to be an escrow account connected to a financial institution. No money goes through Go Blockchain. There's going to be a fiduciary agent looking through that operation also. There's an oracle to monitor the take rates and how the investor should be paid. There's going to be a receivable locking process through SARC. That's very important to give more safety in terms of how the investors would be interested in those operations. And also there's going to be a matching engine where those informations where we have borrowers or takers, we're going to be matched and automatically placed in terms of landing that operation and finish that operation. Why we are choosing XRP Ledger? For us, it's quite simple in terms of how this has been built and how it's been growing through the years. So it's one of the top 5 protocols in the world. Very high level of tech and governance. More than 30 billion US dollars transactions up to date. More than 5 million active users. Lower costs in terms of transactions. And also, we're looking to the stacks and AMM platforms to leverage our operation, not only locally, but internationally in the future. So that's it. Thank you again.
Thank you. Yeah, we can go into questions. We were going to do a little bit of a fireside chat and ask them some questions, but we can maybe we can let them take the hot seats here, and then we'll we'll ask you some questions.
Just introducing myself, I'm the product lead and the developer behind all of this. One of the developers, our team is great, and please keep going.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm interested. Just as a quick note, how did you decide to come together as a team and build this project together?
Go ahead.
So as Velika said, we have been a team for around 2 or 3 years building this loyalty program. And this program is a great idea we had, and we found a lot of enterprises interested in that. And now that we built this big project, and we had over 50 companies behind that, we saw a great opportunity to this market for the financial world, and we are heading over there because we believe this is an operation that the blockchain can be a great infrastructure in terms of transparency and liquidity. So that's why we headed that way.
Wonderful. I'd love to learn a little bit more about each of your backgrounds, kind of how you, your academic, your experience leading up to this,
Sure.
joining this project.
So I grew up here in Rio de Janeiro. I learned, I studied in a German school, and then I graduated at UFRJ. It is a federal university here in Brazil. Then I came along with a lot of enterprises, junior enterprises that are enterprises that the UFRJ stimulates. And then I came to bank. I worked at BTG, and eventually I met Henrique, the CEO, in a startup we worked on, and I ended here working for. I'm working for Go Blockchain since 2020, like so, and that's my background.
There we go. Business administration. That was my background in studying. I helped to build like 3 companies from very little people to many more people and much more TPV in terms of the total payment volume. So I worked at Mercado Pago, and Mercado Pago had 40 people. Really tough. It's like the similar way that we're building the blockchain environment right now. Then I went to Recarga Pay, 12 people. We built up to 200 million reais monthly. Then I went to another company called Adelantus. It was a phone finance company. They were from Panama. They were sold to the US competitors called PayJoy. From there, we launched Go Blockchain as the model as we have today, but I was not working full time. It was an investor and a board member only. before I joined Go Blockchain, I was the head of Zero Hash at Latam. That gave me a good perspective on how like companies are looking into blockchain, crypto, and the whole scenario. And from there, since 9 months right now, I'm full-time working as a CEO for Go Blockchain. Cool.
Wonderful, thank you. I'd love to know a little bit about why you decided to apply to XRPL Grants, and what was your experience? What would you recommend if someone else is interested in applying to the program?
Silvio is to blame. We have been talking for nearly a year. Like to me, because I come from a payment background, like it was the ledger that most makes sense for me in terms of experience. So we've been talking for nearly a year. Like I met from your president to anyone in your company. I know a lot of people there. And it was, like in terms of company and business, it was a pretty easy way and an interesting way for us in terms of scaling the business and seeing the opportunities that your ecosystem can deliver to us and can help us to build what we're building. That's the case here. That's how we got here.
Yeah, please.
My thank you not to conclude the session, just a thank you for being our partner. Yeah, and we are trying to, I like to also, so people, if people, probably you guys know already, Abner, our famous developer advocate here in the region. If Abner can say, like I say hi to everyone here. And then it's a good way to start as well, to go to Abner, starting to discussing how the XRP Ledger works. So we have like a Brazilian person here, so speaking Portuguese, right? Portuñol, Spanish, yeah, everything. So yeah, please, looking forward, talking to Abner, so you guys can know more about the blockchain. But continue. This was like a sponsor. Now can conclude. Now can continue the
No, if you have questions too, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm interested to know, what are you really excited about? What do you think is unique about developing and building a blockchain business in Brazil, leveraging the blockchain? And what are you excited to see? What kind of things do you want to see being built and happening within this ecosystem?
Hard question. I can personally say, as a company, we are very excited that Ripple is here with Brazilian representatives, and we have this local support, and we are very excited with this entrepreneurship with you guys. The question was more what do we expect from the market, right?
Yeah, what are you excited about seeing? What do you think is unique? What kind of other projects do you want to see developing?
I think we want the economy and the blockchain be receive even more people than just the ones that already are in the Web3 world. So the easiest we can make so the users get to the Web3 and this DeFi environment, the better we are working for. Because our main focus must be the customers and so on. So our goal is to make this environment more user-friendly and so on. So I would say that.
Did anyone here made a payment through an e-commerce in 2009? Do you remember how the experience was? Like, you had to pay, and you have to pray for that payment to be processed, and then the payment was not integrated to the customer experience, it was not integrated to the stock, it was not integrated to anything. And it was a mess. Like, I was there, building that, helping to build. But as I was building, I had a great feeling that that was the future of payments. It was very clear to me that was the future of payments. I have the same feeling right now. Like, in terms of how blockchain can provide an infrastructure for the new financial services like that are going to be built or are in place to bring more efficiency, I feel the same way. We are not well connected right now. We have some change to make. We have some integrations to make. We have to bring the people from, let's say, the Web 2 world. Once that happens, this will take off a lot and it will scale a lot. And that's what we're building for. That's what we're retrieving. That's why we're making these sort of partnerships. Blockchain is going to be the new layer of financial services in the planet. Like, that's it.
That's great. Thank you. Yeah. Great. Excited to see what's going to be happening moving forward and the new innovations and changes. I'll just ask one more question. What are your biggest challenges as a startup, as a growing business, and maybe any advice that you have to others that are also building and looking for funding and growing their businesses?
So the first challenge is to we talk to customers, like to companies that want to hire our services on a daily basis. First of all, no one's understanding anything of what we're doing. It's crazy. Like when we start to bring in blockchain or crazy words or words related to the Web3 environment, like people just get lost. We learned from all these conversations that companies want less costs, more revenue, or more customers. And that's what we're focusing for the past year. Like, we're building a solution to address more revenue, less costs, more customers. That's what we talk on a daily basis. It doesn't matter if it's blockchain. Blockchain is there because it's more efficient. It brings more efficiency to the process. So this is the first challenge. The second challenge is regulations. Like, regulations are taking place and people are waiting or are worried or there's a feeling that I don't know what to do. So as soon as regulations are in place, I think this will grow in a different speed, like we grow much better. And I think that's the two main things from like commercial and go-to-market perspective. Do you want to talk about product and tech?
Learning, just it. So the developer, as a developer view, we suffer much more from the bureaucracy behind it than from the developer difficulty. Because the developer difficulty, we are not making something that no one ever achieved. We are just making it with a new technology. So the way to make this is clear for us, but as Velika said, there are some difficulties in the process we have to pass, and that's it, I think. Do you have any advice, Velika, for the starters?
I have a quick question, and keeping the technical side is more, how easy or difficult was to learn of the ledger? I mean, how different it is? Like, we are trying to we're trying to bring this to the audience about the EVM sidechain. I think that's development that the ledger, the community is developing. So can you give an idea about how is the experience on this?
It's very different because when you come from a solidity mindset that we have to write a smart contract and think about all the process and always about minting an NFT, when and how we were gonna mint this NFT. So when we met the ledger, the XRP Ledger, we thought, oh my God, totally different world. But we saw that is more complex, but also some cases more simple to build because it's already built in the ledger. So to mint an NFT is just one transaction. You don't have to write a contract, and this contract you don't have to believe that is a right contract. So there are many advantages to use these native solutions. So we are glad to be part of the grant so we can, in fact, build these solutions with XRP. And I forgot my line of thinking, but we are glad, and we think it is going to develop well with us. This line of development is going to be much easier. And there is also the XRP Ledger Learn program that is awesome, because it you don't learn just how XRP works, but you learn everything about blockchain, so we can get a newcomer in our company and guide them to this website you have. So it's a great entry point for them also.
Thank you.
This conversation about the blockchain and everything, to me, it's crazy. But I'll give you the other perspective. I would say 5% of the customers that we talk to, they're worried about the blockchain we're building. The other 95%, they don't care. As long as you bring the solution to them, they don't care. And that's what we're talking here. We're talking about XRP Ledger bringing the right solution for the product we're making, we're producing, and we're going to deliver. That should be the focus only. So we're bringing solutions. That's it. It's the best solution for the customers. 95% of them, they don't even know. They don't even understand what's the blockchain and whatever it's going on there. They just want the solution.
Yeah, it's interesting because this is what Ripple believes as well, that the world is a multi-chain, right? So Ripple wants to be part of this and helping the XRP Ledger to succeed, but also to communicate, intercommunicate, interoperate with other networks. And then that's why people say, oh, very interesting how Ethereum brand and XRP Ledger, two different soccer teams. Can I say soccer team? They are the same like a Flamengo and Vasco, right? The Flamengo and Fluminense, the same the same event, because we believe that we are creating this bridge. So we and also represent the community of XRP Ledger. We created a bridge. So there's a EVM sidechain, a very important project where is going to connect the two worlds, XRP Ledger with the Ethereum, and also the other Ethereum partners, EVM-compatible networks.
Great. I think we're at time, but thank you so much. This is wonderful to hear about your project. Congratulations again. We're so excited to have you as part of the program. And I just want to point out, Diego mentioned a platform that we have called Learn. It's the XRPL Learning Platform, learn.xrpl.org. Happy to write it down if you want to come by. But it's a great way if you just want to take some basic courses. It's like self-paced online course, and it's free to just join. And it includes XRPL development as well as some just general blockchain learning courses. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.